Keyboard Exchange International.
Well, hello there. This is Grant at Keyboard Exchange, and we're making a little video today to show how we install a foot switch on an expression pedal on a Hammond organ. This is a foot switch that we have built for us that will fit onto the expression pedal, which I have one down here that's loose. It fits with this slot fitting into the back of the pedal, and we have some screws that will hold that in place. So we're going to do this on an A-105 over here, and the A-105 we're intending this for is has a 147 Leslie, so that makes a difference, and you'll see why in a little bit. So the first thing you'll need to do is unplug the power and the Leslie cable from the organ. So the power is down here, Leslie cable's in the middle. Wiggle that out. Then we're going to take off this large back panel. There are 3 screws here, one in the center, 2 on the sides. They should be hand tight, but if they're not, you may need to use a little bit of a pair of pliers or a ratchet or something. But I've already loosened these. So this should come off easily. Now there's a little slot down at the bottom, so you have to pick it up a little bit to get it out, like that. And we're going to set that aside. Now from the front of the organ, we're going to need to expose the expression pedal. So you'll need to remove your bench, and we've already taken the pedals out of here. We have another video that you could see if you want to learn how to take out the pedals, but it's fairly simple. Usually a 2-man job though, so be careful. Down here is the expression pedal. This is your volume. We're going to attach that switch to the left side, or you could make it on the right side if that's where you want it, of this pedal. Now there are 2 ways we can do this. One, the simpler way but a little more gymnastic, is you're going to lay on the floor here and hook this switch up to the pedal with it in situ. So we're not going to remove the pedal to do that. That's the faster and easier way. If that's not working out for you, or you'd just rather not lay on the floor for that period of time, you can remove this pedal by removing the 2 screws, one on the right side and one on the left. And I'll show you over here on this pedal what we would do there. So on this pedal, we're going to attach this thing. It has a slot right there. It'll fit into this piece of metal on the back, just like that. Just kind of work it up into there. And then we have 2 hold down screws that you can screw down with this Allen wrench. So it's going to go there and you can turn it. So if you're laying down and doing this, you'll put one hand over the top here so you can feel for the end of this, and you'll bring this in from this side and put it in the screws, and you can rotate it here. Okay? If that doesn't work out for you, the other alternative is to remove the pedal itself from its stand here. So the way to do that, there's a screw here and a screw here, and we have a ratcheting screwdriver. We're going to include one of those for you. You'll just put it here and ratchet this off. I've already loosened it, and you'll see it will just work off of the stand if you pull it this way, just like that. So these screws go into these holes here and here. They go through the sides. So when you put it back, you're just going to work it back on there, and you're going to put those screws back in. So that way you can take this out and put this on and get it all screwed down and then put it back together. If you do it that way, you've got to remember you're going to feed this wire through the hole down there that we'll show you in a second, and you're also going to have to remove this screw. So let's go around to the back and we'll show you what that looks like. So if you managed to do to get the foot switch put on without having to remove the pedal, you're going to feed that wire through this hole here. There's a slotted hole. When the pedal goes up and down, that bar goes up and down, you're going to have a wire fed through here from your switch. That's what it's going to look like. you'll hopefully have a bit more wire. We've got enough on there for you. So it'll extend this far. Now this wire is going to connect to a wire from this little brown box. This is the output to the Leslie. You have a group of wires here. They're going to be tie wrapped with these zip ties, these black cable ties. You may need to snip a few of those to get the brown wire loose. There will be a brown wire that looks just like this one, and that one's going to be coming up this way. You're just going to cut that wire. You're going to strip back some of this brown insulation until you've got a red and a white, and then you're going to attach the red to the red and the white to the white with a couple of wire nuts that we gave you. All right, let's go back over to the bench. I'll show you what I mean. So you'll have a wire coming down that you've cut, and the other end of it is attached down here to this Leslie output. So you'll strip that one back to match the one that's coming through the hole, and you're going to take the red to the red. You'll need to strip this wire a little bit using a pair of cutters, and we've given you a pair, and you just put them parallel like that. You don't have to twist them, and you just put the nut over the end like that, and you twist the nut and it will work its way down. You give it a few twists till it feels nice and secure, and you can pull on this and it's not coming off. And that's all you're going to do. You'll do the same thing with the two white wires. You strip them back, put a nut on them, and you're all done. Alright, once that is done, you'll have some of these wire ties, and you're going to want to tie the wire down so it can't get loose. So that tying is going to happen once you've got this on the pedal. This will be fed through that hole, so you'll probably want to tie this wire down here, and you'll also want to tie it down here. It's going to come through, be tied onto that. You'll want to make sure this thing can work up and down, and you have enough wire for it to do so, and it's going to connect to the brown wire coming out of this box. Alright, I hope that's clear. If you have any other questions, oh, and of course, then you'll put the back on the organ and the pedals and bench. But if you have any questions, please let us know. I hope this explains things adequately.
Thanks for watching our video, and thank you also for helping keep the Hammond tone wheel B3 organ alive. We couldn't do all this work that we do here without you. And it would also help greatly if you could subscribe, like, ask for notifications for when we have new videos. That would be a big help for us. So we thank you once again. I'm signing off for now, but we will be back.